New York Mayor Adams knew the job would come with challenges when he took office nearly 2 years ago at the end of the pandemic, but he likely did not imagine that he would be facing what he's facing now.
Here's a short list: an FBI investigation, a $12 billion migrant crisis facing New York City, the budget cuts, and trying to get people back to work post-pandemic. The issues have piled up, and now he has a record low approval rating of just 28%.
Now, some New Yorkers are already looking to a potential successor if Adams were to leave office before his term is up. And at the top of that list, a name very familiar to New Yorkers, former Governor Andrew Cuomo. Eyewitness News reporter NJ Burkett sitting down with the mayor today for his take on things.
My attribute that I'm the most proud of is my ability to stay focused in the midst of so many distractions.
If Mayor Adams is concerned about his poll numbers, he does a good job of hiding it. A survey by Quinnipiac University puts his approval rating at just 28%. According to another poll, nearly 2/3 of New York voters believe Adams should resign if he's indicted, and that in a special election to replace Adams, New Yorkers would favor former Governor Andrew Cuomo. In fact, Cuomo would lead with 22%, followed by public advocate Jumaane Williams and former Sanitation Commissioner Catherine Garcia. More than a third of voters were unsure.
You don't think it's premature to be asking those questions?
Evan Roth-Smith conducted the poll.
One of the possibilities here is a potential indictment of the mayor. We wanted to see how voters would react to something like that.
The U.S. Justice Department is investigating the mayor's 2021 campaign, specifically whether citizens and government officials in Turkey made illegal contributions. Adams has not been accused of any wrongdoing and says he's cooperating. But critics say he's vulnerable.
The mayor is weak. The mayor has demonstrated that his policies are unpopular. His budget cuts are unpopular.
Political consultant Ken Friedman says Cuomo could be a viable candidate, and the timing for Adams is awful.
The migrant issue is a terrible problem for any mayor, to be fair. You put LaGuardia in office now, I don't think he could handle this, or even Giuliani, frankly. Or Bloomberg.
The idea that Andrew Cuomo would be whispering that he might be interested in running for mayor if you're somehow not here, didn't that bother you?
Not at all. You can't, this, NJ, if you respond to all of these things, you'll never get anything done. You'll start hearing footsteps in the back. I just truly believe we are doing a darn good job under difficult circumstances.
Cuomo has said he would not run unless Adams were to leave office, and the mayor clearly has no plans on doing that.